Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, subscribe to be notified as soon as I upload a new solved past paper video with simplified explanations. Don't forget to like and comment. I'll be glad to answer any doubts. Alright, so let's get started. A student investigated plant growth responses in roots and shoots. They used this method. Damp cotton wool was placed in 2 petri dishes. 3 bean seedlings were attached to the cotton wool in each petri dish. Each seedling was orientated so that the roots pointed in a different direction in each petri dish. Petri dish 1 was kept on its side in a fixed position. Petri dish 2 was kept on its side and rotated constantly. Both petri dishes were kept in the dark. Both petri dishes were kept in these conditions for 2 days. After 2 days, the seedlings were observed. Figure 6.1 is a diagram of the apparatus. Figure 6.2 shows the seedlings after 2 days. Describe the pattern of growth of the bean roots and shoots in Petri dish 1 shown in Figure 6.2. Roots generally exhibit positive gravitropism or geotropism, meaning they grow in the direction of gravity, typically downward into the soil. This behavior is a characteristic feature of plant roots, regardless of their initial orientation. Roots detect the gravitational pull and respond by growing in the direction that helps them delve deeper into the soil, a process known as positive gravitropism. From this experiment, we can observe that all roots have grown in direction of gravity, therefore demonstrating positive gravitropism. State the name of the growth responses observed in the bean roots and shoots. Gravitropism. Explain how auxin causes the difference in the pattern of growth shown by the shoots of seedlings B and E shown in Figure 6.2. Well, auxin, a plant hormone released from the tip of shoot, plays a crucial role in various aspects of plant growth and development, particularly in stimulating cell elongation. Its distribution through diffusion and concentration can influence how a plant responds to gravity. In Petri dish 1, when there's a higher concentration of auxin on the lower surface of the shoot, this concentration gradient triggers more significant cell elongation on the lower side of shoot. Auxin stimulates cell elongation, causing the cells on the lower side to elongate more, resulting in differential growth. As a consequence of unequal cell elongation, the shoot grows away from the pull of gravity. This is due to the increased elongation on the lower side, pushing the shoot in a direction away from gravity. In Petri dish 2, when auxin is evenly distributed throughout the shoot, cell elongation occurs uniformly on all sides of the shoot. As cell elongation is equal on all sides, the shoot neither grows upwards nor downwards, it grows straight. The effects of gravity are countered or neutralized by constantly changing the orientation of the petri dish, preventing a consistent gravitational influence on the plant tissues. Seeds require oxygen and water to germinate. State one other environmental condition that affects germination. There are several factors that affect germination. These include temperature, oxygen, light, soil pH and composition, presence of inhibitors or chemicals. They've just asked us for one factor in the question, so we can choose any one. Suggest why oxygen and water are required for germination. Oxygen is crucial for aerobic respiration, a process that occurs in the mitochondria of cells. Water is involved in numerous cellular processes within living organisms. Water is crucial for triggering metabolic processes within the seed. It activates enzymes that break down stored nutrients, such as starch and proteins, into simpler forms that the embryo can use for growth. Water serves as a universal solvent in biological systems, facilitating the dissolution and transport of various substances necessary for cellular reactions. It acts as a medium for biochemical reactions to occur within cells and enables the movement of molecules across cellular membranes. Within plant cells, water plays a crucial role in maintaining turgor pressure. Turgor pressure refers to the pressure exerted by the cell contents against the cell wall, providing structural support to plant cells and tissues. When plant cells are well hydrated, water fills the vacuoles and exerts pressure against the cell wall, helping plants maintain rigidity and upright structure. Alright, so here we reach the conclusion of this video. I will be posting the next part shortly. You can visit the entire playlist, and if you have trouble with selective questions, you can watch accordingly. I try to provide detailed but easy to understand explanations so that everyone can follow along and understand the concepts. Thank you for watching. Please like if you found the video helpful and subscribe for more.